This is Daniel Ricciardo, and this is 365 Days of Sport.
Fuck you, COVID. Please go wash your hands. We are tired of social distancing and canceling our plans.
Oh, good evening and welcome to another edition, a very different edition of the Jack Links Beef Jerky 365 Days of Sport radio show. This time it's a TV show of sorts, well, online anyway. Let's go that way. We've got some guests because of the added interest of the live TV show style thing we're doing. We've got, as normal, casual Robert Bryers.
Hello, good evening. How we going?
We've got the umpire strikes back himself, Barath Rao.
Hello.
And the Ginger Ninja, all the way celebrating a Wallabies win for once. It is Kevin Ingham.
Gat is gone.
Kate is gone. It is. I do note that Kevin's name on there is Beefy's COVID enabler. And there is a reason for, this show is because I went to the Wallabies game on Tuesday night and somebody with COVID vaguely stood near me, and now I've got to stay at home for the next 14 days. Well, not the next 14 days, probably the next 8 days anyway. So, bugger is the...
happened to Barath?
Yeah, have you tested positive or negative?
No, we went to the testing centre on Saturday and tested negative straight away. So we got the message on Friday night. Went to the testing centre on Saturday morning, and negative.
Barath was at the Crafty
I was with your
Squire.
fellow mates as well.
Oh, were you
I was with your fellow mates at Crafty Squire.
Not my fellow mates. They're English. You were at the.
So you're officially negative for AIDS. Is that right?
Yeah, and
Yes,
then I had to
that's
get
it.
a COVID test too.
From the monkeys.
Yes. So how is everyone, lads? How's obviously, Barath, you're in isolation quarantine, same as me. So have we been watching the sport? The sport, I
A
say.
little bit. Been watching a bit of cricket with the Sri Lanka India one-day series, and there was a funny thing happened with the English county cricket as well, Yorkshire, Lancashire. Did you happen to see that at all?
Well, I know that was on Sunday night, and Lancashire had to win to get in the quarterfinals, but I didn't see what happened. Tell us.
Nah, Joe Root was standing captain, and they had a chance to run someone out who fell over because of cramps and to display
Crabs?
sportsmanship.
Did you say crabs or cramps? Okay.
Cramps.
They got
Well, wasn't
bloody.
it sexually transmitted disease?
He may have had crabs as well. Who knows?
I'd like to see a professional. That'd be a great thing for professional sportsmen officially dropped due to sexually transmitted disease. That would be.
I had a mate when I was playing rugby in America. We had a guy, and he was a Welsh lad actually. He missed the national finals because of thrush.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty serious thrush.
Yeah.
The worst thing I've heard from an Indian cricket perspective is Weng Sarkar for the 87 World Cup. He went and had fish for dinner and had an upset tummy and had to spend the next day in the toilet when he could have been playing for India.
Oh, well,
And he was in red hot form.
all the Kiwis.
Alan Border would have had that.
Yeah, that's right. All the Kiwis in the crowd allegedly saying about the 96 World Cup. Apparently that happened to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the Rugby World Cup you're talking about.
Yes, of course, yeah.
We're not going on this again. I think I've talked about this about 50 times. We don't need to go about this.
Yes.
Right.
Obviously, Rob, you've
There's
got
been
to
an investigation. It's proven the team was legitimately, intentionally poisoned by the wait staff of the hotel, and we lost the game as a result. And the most unbeatable New Zealand team in history was beaten by
a
conspiracy cheating. Yeah, Nelson Mandela and his crew.
Yes. Oh God. Well, we're talking of rugby. I mean, I've got to say, the Wallabies France series was pretty spectacular. What a series that turned out to be.
It was a win.
Well,
That's it.
apart from that,
I don't know any of the players on the Wallabies anymore. Half of them are Polynesian.
More than
Throwbacks from
half.
didn't make it into the All Blacks, so they're here. They're in our squad, and amen, hallelujah.
It's interesting you say
So
that.
good. Multiculturalism, yay.
There's a hierarchy now for the Polynesians, isn't it? Is you try and get in the New Zealand team and fail, you can't get in the Kiwi side. So you go to Australia. If you don't make that, then you then get in the Fijian side. If you can't make Fiji, you hit Samoa, and then if you're not that good, you end up in the Tongan side.
I thought they would have gone to Samoa and
Surely
Tonga first before the
eventually you end up in Wales, don't you?
Yeah, the way we played on Saturday, yeah, you definitely will.
Mm-hmm.
a bunch of whales.
Yeah.
Rob,
to finish off I was going to say, to finish off that Lancashire Yorkshire story.
Go on.
The crab story.
Crab story. Had crabs, fell down. Joe Root decides not to run him out. Then have some salt pills. Yeah.
It's the whole. As saw the headline was display of sportsmanship leaves fans divided or something like that. Was that so? He could right.
Because if you don't know about your county championship, you're English. Yorkshire and Lancashire basically they don't like each other very much at all.
Correct.
The old goes back to the War of the Roses.
So he takes salt tablets, a glass of water, comes back and belts them, and wins the game for them.
What's the War of the Roses, Beef? Sorry,
that's the English Civil War.
Shakespeare.
It's Shakespeare, is it? Thanks, David Brent. You just summed it up.
I don't know the history, but it's obviously the Yorkshire were fighting the Lancastrians in a war over land, I guess, back then in the 1500s.
It's just the royal families getting upset because one cousin wouldn't allow another cousin to have sex with that cousin because he was having sex with that cousin. So they started biffing on.
Okay.
There's a costume drama.
I'm not a costume drama. Brilliant. I'm not sure Beefy caught that part of the history, Gav, but nice, beautiful incestual account you've made there.
Yeah, he was there. Barath, what was that clip I sent you today? The cricket clip where some English was it England T20 whacked was it Pakistan whacked the guy right over the stands. I've never seen something bigger than that.
Headingley, yeah. So
straight.
Wow.
It was an amazing hit. Liam Livingston of Perth Heat fame, I think, or Scorchers they're called, aren't they, in the Big Bash? So he cleared the stand at Headingley, which is huge hit, huge.
Have you been to Headingley?
I have a long time ago before they redeveloped it a little bit. But one thing about that England-Pakistan series in the one day as they've just started the 2020s, the whole of the England squad got COVID, and they had to be replaced with whoever else was available. And I can't believe they didn't ring me to get on a plane and get over there. But the fallout from that is a Welshman played for England again, which I am now disgusted about.
You can't win with you, Beef. Like you win when you're not in the team. You're in the team and now you're disgusted. So what are you going to do?
Well,
you're going to go full independence.
Yeah, that's what we're going to have to do.
If you're going to do it, actually do it. Stop just sit there just because you just sound like you're whinging. Yeah, for a change.
I agree with you.
Or not sound like it. You are whinging.
Thanks, man. Yeah. Thanks, man.
Yeah, common sense, Beefy.
Common sense
goes by the wayside
of my DNA.
Rob, in all fairness, Rob, not all of us can spend all of our time in our bedroom like you.
What, you got a problem with my setup there?
Actually, we've got to mention that Rob was
where the magic happens.
Let's not say that. Rob, you just snuck out. Your little trip to New Zealand was sandwiched in between. I mean, you couldn't have picked a bloody better weekend to get to New Zealand. Otherwise, you would have been on the delayed list again.
Well, we got it right the third time, basically. So it was very well timed the third time.
Yeah.
And I reckon the next one's going to work out well too.
Hope so.
Yeah. Yeah, no, great little trip back to New Zealand. Saw the family, and it's been a long time. not a whole lot's changed. I've quite unwisely,
given the
had,
fast-paced
like,
country that New Zealand is.
has had several pints of Guinness and currently on antibiotics, and that didn't work out very well. So I left my stomach lining in New Zealand and had to regenerate another one when I got back here on Monday. So yeah, yogurt's an important part of the diet for that sort of thing. If anyone's interested, if you do happen to send your stomach lining down the toilet.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the highlight of the trip, really.
Game on.
Yeah.
Game on. Talking about stomach lining, we got to wish Gareth Bale a happy birthday. He's 32 today.
How was that a throw? How is talking about stomach lining a throw to Gareth Bale? I don't understand that.
You don't have to, Rob. You just don't have to.
Do you have a recipe for tripe or something like that? That would have been a better subject to go to rather than talking of stomach lining.
Well, he's Welsh.
Doesn't make any.
Yeah.
Segue is a French word. It's not a Welsh word.
Yeah. We got to wish this guy, West Bromwich Albion Dan T. He came out with obviously this tweet back in 2020 about the asteroid has 0.41% chance of hitting Earth the day before the US election. And Dan says, more chance than COVID killing you. And then we've got this. Hey, my Twitter family, this is yesterday, rushed into hospital.
Gosh.
Struggling to breathe. Lungs are in a COVID battle. Send me some positive vibes, people. So good luck to Dan. Hopefully the COVID denier pulls through.
Okay.
That asteroid bit as well.
Yeah.
That asteroid bit, it was actually taken care of a few years ago by Bruce Willis.
It was
and,
great film, as well as
team of people.
Yeah, Ben Affleck actually. Bruce Willis is still on the asteroid somewhere.
Oh, he's still there.
He went down with the ship. Yeah, one of the great. That's one I often refer back to as one of the great shit films of all time.
Right.
Yeah.
So, Braff, you said you went to the Crafty Squire for the Euros final.
Yep. To watch the English get beaten. That was a fair result too. Just like the World Test cricket.
Yeah. You didn't have to see this guy, did you? Idiot drinks 20 ciders, snorts coke, puts flare up backside, then storms Wembley.
I think they were getting to that stage, but we quickly left and went to Lygon Street to hang out with the Italians, who are a lot more jovial.
So this is actual footage of this guy in the crowd snorting coke. Loving that. So an England fan who stuck a flare up his bum and appeared to snort cocaine in front of a cheering crowd refuses to apologise for sneaking into Wembley without a ticket. Charlie Perry, 25, claims to have drunk 20 cans of cider and banged a load of powder during a 15-hour bender on Sunday, and he boasted about making it past security at Wembley for the final against Italy and claims to have given a steward a little backhander. But when asked if he would apologise for his behaviour, Perry said, "Nah, no way. I'm not saying sorry. The roofer from Sunbury-on-Thames, Surrey, claims to be a veteran gibber, a fan who sneaks into matches without paying and says he did the same for the semi-final against Denmark." Perry says that after 18 months of misery since COVID hit the UK, he thought his stunt with the flare in his backside would cheer people up. He says there was so much alcohol in his system that he didn't feel any pain from the sparks, although he admits it was a very irresponsible thing to do. He's a Chelsea fan. He told the Sun, "I've been on the piss since 8:30 in the morning and had at least 20 cans of Bow. It was the biggest day of my life. There were no rules that day. All I know is I loved it. I loved it all. I was off my face." Perry said he was initially stopped, but claimed he went to a different steward and gave him a little backhander at the COVID test result and match ticket area.
Seems like my kind of guy.
Yeah. He says he insists he's got no regrets. He's got no regrets, and and he says, "My mates and I had one of the best 6 weeks of our lives. See you in Qatar." Yeah, he's going to get that. That behaviour is going to go down really well in Qatar.
Yeah.
It'll be educational for the people of Qatar, though. They've never seen such things.
He would love that. They
cultural
chop his hands
insight.
off and his ass. And it appears 2,500 intruders tried to actually force their way inside the stadium without tickets, which could ruin England's hopes of hosting the 2030 World Cup. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure. No doubt Mum and Dad have already framed those shots and stuck on the mantelpiece.
Yes, especially that one on the left with the flare up his ass. That's definitely the one to watch.
Yep.
Actually, talking about the Euros final, do you see this,
Wow.
Gav? More Americans actually watched the Euro 2020 finals than the NBA finals.
Right.
That's
wow.
bullshit.
Yeah,
Really?
so more people on what channel was that? I don't even know. More people in America watched Sunday's match between England and Italy than the first 3 games of the NBA finals, which is a testament to soccer's growing popularity in the United States of America, more than it is a knock on the NBA. 9.4 million people watched the European final, whereas on average, for the first 3 NBA finals games, they've averaged 8.9. So Toby Pipes from
I believe it.
he'd be all over that.
No, I definitely believe there hasn't been any massive stars in this NBA finals. Giannis, or Yanni, as the Greeks actually call him, Antetokounmpo, he's probably the biggest. He was MVP a couple of seasons ago, but he's not LeBron, he's not KD, and then we've got Chris Paul on the other side, and he's old, so everyone just wants him to win because of that. And they've just been a great games and great teams, but there's been no absolute bona fide superstar that could be in Space Jam 3, be in any of the games. So I totally believe those numbers.
I bet you've already been to see Space Jam, haven't you?
No, I haven't. I'm torn. But my favorite's the biggest story out of the NBA finals is not the game, it's not basketball, it's not anything to do with what's happened on the court. It's this guy, you might have heard this story, the Suns in 4 guy. Have you heard of him?
No.
He's
You're going to
taken the
tell
world
us.
Oh, well, actually, it just so happens to have the story here.
Good.
Is this fan who's a Phoenix Suns supporter, and he was in the crowd, and the viral footage, someone was filming him, was him in a fight. And then the 2 other guys were getting into him, and he fought them off, and he beat them up. And then he stopped in the middle and said, Suns in 4 to the guy filming. And they continued bashing away. And then this went viral, and all the NBA superstars are like, get his information. I want to meet him. And then he's just been on TV. He's been absolutely everywhere. All the stars have gotten selfies with him, just going Suns in 4. But it's funny because all you see the footage is of him going towards the 2 guys. Like, it's not conclusive that he was picked on and he's the victim in this situation.
Right. Ron Artest style.
Totally. What was that? That was the Malice at the Palace, Detroit, and 2004 or something.
Yeah,
Detroit,
way back.
Indiana, crazy. Yeah, Suns in 4 guys. He's been on TV. He's been on the news everywhere.
I've missed that.
Huge.
I've not
So
been...
what's Suns and 4? I might have not been listening properly then, Gav. What do you mean Suns and 4?
Obviously, it's a best of 7 series, so you got to win 4 games. So if you win
I got
4-0,
that. Yeah.
right? So
First
Phoenix,
to 4.
yeah, cool.
Yeah, first to 4.
Did they win?
No, it's game 6 is like in the next 5 weeks. They've been,
Okay.
I don't know if it's COVID or logistics, but they've been stretching them out. It's been like about 4 days between games when it usually would be 2 days between games.
Right.
So I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
So the next one's like Thursday or something like that. So they're up to game 6. Milwaukee is just won game 5, so they're up 3-2. So Yanni Antetokounmpo, the Greek African, could be an NBA champion. Come
he's
this time September.
He's not the most Greek-looking guy I've ever seen.
But he thinks, and he's got a full-on Greek accent. It's the weirdest thing.
Really?
It's so bizarre.
Ah.
He's got 7 foot tall. It takes him 3 steps to clear 94 feet, the length of a
I
basketball
did
court. It's
see
bizarre.
some footage of him running down the court. He went coast to coast and he bounced the ball 3 times.
Yeah, 3
It's
steps, and you can do it in 2 bounces. It's bizarre.
Yeah.
Wow.
Here we go. Athletes at Tokyo. Hey, the Olympics starts on Friday. Bet you didn't know that.
Apparently.
Yes.
There won't be Olympics. There'll be no athletes.
Yeah, the way they're going. Well, mind you, there won't be any Ugandan athletes. They've all gone missing. The old
True,
There's only
one
one,
of them.
isn't there?
Yeah, it's only one.
Eric,
Yeah.
is that Eric the Eel?
He was
It's from Guinea-Bissau, I think.
no
Isn't he? Anyway, go on.
Equatorial Guinea. He was from.
All the Guineas are the same.
Yep. Athletes at Tokyo's Olympic Village have been given anti-sex beds. Oh yeah. To discourage them from contact that could spread coronavirus, amongst other things. The beds are reportedly made of cardboard and apparently, don't want that. And apparently only designed to take the weight of one person, meaning they would break if anyone tried to share them. They've allegedly done it for COVID, but clearly they have an ulterior motive.
What's the weight of one person, Beefy?
Well, obviously,
It could vary. You get a couple of ballet dancers or
exactly.
someone.
If you're a 13-year-old diver from China, you weigh about 40 kilos. If you're a New Zealand female weightlifter, you weigh 120 kilos. So
So really, it's just discriminatory for the larger people, whereas all the small athletes, the gymnasts, will be just absolutely rampant, still going for it. So you don't want to share a bed.
The gymnasts will be shagging crazy, whereas the weightlifters, no chance. American athlete Paul Chalimo shared pictures of the anti-sex beds in a series of tweets, writing, "Beds to be installed in Tokyo Olympic Village will be made of cardboard. This is aimed at avoiding intimacy amongst athletes. Beds will be able to withstand the weight of a single person to avoid situations beyond sports. I see no problem for distance runners. Even 4 of us can share a bed. At this point, I will have to start practicing how to sleep on the floor, because if my bed collapses and I have no training on sleeping on the floor, I am done. Oh, more stress added heading into Tokyo." Athletes have been warned to avoid close contact with each other for Tokyo, and they've also been reportedly told to avoid using free branded condoms traditionally given out ahead of the games to encourage safe sex amongst athletes, and instead they should just take the condoms home. Yeah,
I got to see pictures of the beds, because I'm just imagining a situation where it's like the sticks on the signs that stop the pigeons, or the little bumps on the concrete pillars to stop homeless people sleeping there. That's all I'm thinking.
Are there many homeless
Gav
people
wants
in
the
Japan?
beds, Beef.
Oh, Gav wants the beds, of course.
Yeah, where's your? Have you researched the beds?
No,
This is half a story, mate. This is half a story.
They could just be a
Or
pile
they
of
should just
boxes.
get beds that have got get a bed that's just got electric guitars on it. I reckon that'd be good.
What?
Rob's in the background there. Turn around, look at Rob's.
Okay, Rob's bed. Woo!
Okay, that was pretty ambiguous until you pointed that out, Gav.
No, we're visual now. We're in the visual medium.
We're visual now, Rob. That's it. Quade Cooper apparently applied for Australian citizenship and got denied on the basis that he's no good for Australia, even though he's played for the Wallabies 70 times.
What? Didn't you have to be a citizen to play for the Wallabies?
Well, no, you don't actually have to be a citizen because you can qualify on residency, but he got denied citizenship and he did want to play in the sevens for Australia in Rio, and he couldn't because he wasn't a citizen. You do have to be a citizen for the Olympics.
The Olympics.
Yeah. So he's, as you know, Rob, he was born in New Zealand.
Similar vibes. Well, I'm just a permanent resident.
Yes,
so I could play for Australia if
qualifying
if I chose to, but I don't think I want to. Yeah.
Cooper shared
not a question of whether I could make it or not.
That's Cooper shared a copy of his denied application, in which part of the reason he was refused citizenship was for not meeting the following requirement: person engaging in activities of benefit to Australia. Oh, Quade. Quade.
What?
That's what they got denied on.
He'll be angry.
That would be a bit of a low blow, wouldn't it? A New Zealander playing rugby in Australia at all. It's not good enough.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It's
Mind you, there's probably a few others.
This is probably one of the stupidest decisions ever. How can you represent a country in like a World Cup?
Yeah.
And that's not good enough. Like,
Yeah.
jeez.
We haven't done that well. We haven't done that well. So
It's 'cause he hasn't done that well.
Him.
Yeah.
They're blaming him.
Yeah. You should have won the World Cup, Quaid, not just turn up.
Give us all of the All Black secrets because he's from New Zealand, but he did nothing.
Yeah.
Israel Folau, on the other hand, he's done a lot for Australia.
Well, he'll be playing in the same league as Quaid very soon because Quaid plays in Japan, same as Israel, because Israel's off there very soon.
I feel like Israel made more of a statement on the world than Quaid did, you know, for better or worse.
A little bit, yeah. Don't forget Quaid.
He made his thoughts known.
Quaid's had a few boxing fights as well. He wants to be Sonny Bill, does Quaid.
Okay. Well, he's got things that he's got options. It's good to know he's got options.
Definitely got options.
They're not actually sending him back to New Zealand, though. They're not saying it was so bad you're now kicked out of the country.
No.
Well,
he's just not a citizen.
To be fair, he has less options now.
Here's some cricket news from Ireland. Ballymena batsman hit 6 sixes off the last over to win the LVS 2020 trophy final, needing 35 to win from the final over to complete the most unlikely of victories. Ballymena hit 6 sixes to beat Krieger by 3 wickets and win the 2020 trophy. With the engraver no doubt halfway through inscribing Krieger, John Glass opened his arms, showed his talent, cleared the boundary at will to finish unbeaten 87 not out. 6 sixes.
Which one is he in that? Which one is he in the photo?
Probably the big fella.
Probably. Okay.
The one with the glasses.
Yeah.
Who looks the happiest?
Yeah. I reckon bottom right. It's got to be bottom right there.
Yeah. The old
Was he doing?
delivered with absolute certainty, saying probably.
Yeah. He was captain as well, apparently. So he did all right.
What's the best you've seen in your playing days, Beefy?
I got 200
himself. I told you he'll talk about himself.
I got 215 not out once in a 45 over game. That wasn't bad.
No hesitation. What's the best you've seen? It starts with I. The next
No, in the last over to chase down. What's the largest score you've seen being chased down in the last over?
Well, do you know what? Oh, in the last over?
I once did this.
That's a really good question. Yeah, I don't know actually. I played a lot of cricket.
I can't remember anything because I didn't do it. So I wasn't paying attention. Yeah.
This is no joke. In that 45 over game, we got 345. I got 215, and we lost. They chased them down.
Beefy, did you get 215 or did you probably get 215?
No, I actually got 215. Yeah, so that's
thereabouts.
The best. That's the best I've seen, obviously.
Rob, Barath's in the stable. Barath's in the stable of Australian cricket umpiring. Barath, when are you be making your debut on not Anzac Day? What's the other day? Boxing Day. Boxing Day, the MCG. When are you making your debut?
Oh, probably never, but we'll see. Big Bash.
Probably.
Barath, I was once playing my. Sorry to jump.
No, go on.
You're doing Big Bash. Big Bash. Jesus.
Nah, probably 2 or 3 years away from that.
Nice.
From Big Bash.
So is it?
Show us your.
We're talking about my cricket career now, just before Beefy interjects again. When I played my first ever representative game for representing Central Auckland, under 14s, first big tournament, proper umpires, all with the white coat, the black pants, old school style. And a guy was our first match. It was the third over game. He came running in, charging into bowl. Hits this guy flush on the back pad, smash, but the ball hits his pad and bounces back down the wicket, back towards the bowler. Huge appeal goes up. Everyone's going mental, waiting for the umpire to respond. And he goes, "That's a wide." Yeah. A registered umpire.
Wow.
Umpire, that the ball went back down the pitch toward the bowler, and everyone was just didn't know what to say. They couldn't. No one could do anything. He's the umpire. He's in charge. He's running the show.
Maybe he was saying. Maybe he's saying why. We just thought he was saying why.
No,
Maybe
that's
that
what
was
we were
his
saying.
action.
Why?
Oh,
No.
Gosh.
So I don't know. I hope you can do better than that.
oh God.
Yeah,
that's
definitely,
awful.
definitely. It's
Just know
I
the
was,
rules for a start would be one.
it was interesting. I had a game once. Now that you mentioned it, I had a game once where I was standing at square leg. A bowler runs in, very quick bowler. They needed about 3 runs to win. The batting team bowls it on the legs, and this guy flicks it so hard it's gone and hit the advertising hoarding, and it's come back close to where I'm standing at square leg. Just goes past me again towards the batsman. He's hit it with that much force, and they should have won the game. But the bowler turns around, appeals for an LBW, and is given by the umpire. and the batsman, the batsman is charging at me saying, Tell him that I hit it for a boundary. Tell him I hit it.
He smashed it with his bat to the boundary.
With the bat to the square leg boundary. It's hit the advertising.
And he got given out LBW.
LBW. And the ball came rolling back. It was a very short boundary though on the leg side. So he picked that out and smashed it. Came back rolling past me almost towards the batsman.
Yeah.
Wow.
Came to a stop, and the bowler has just turned around for fun because the game is done. They needed 3 to win. And he's said, how's that? And the umpire's given him the batsman's the batsman's charging him.
You got to give it a go. You got to give it a go.
And did the other team take it? Did they just agree with the umpire?
No, the batsman was the captain of the team who was just given, and he just came charging towards me saying, Bharat, just tell him what happened. Just tell him it's a boundary, please. So I can't, it's his call. I can't do anything.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Unless he wants to change it.
But this,
how's that umpire going now? How's he going at Coles? Is he working his way up into a manager, full manager?
Yeah. He was in his late 70s by then. He would be in his 80s now.
Oh.
He would be in his 80s
under the
now.
ground.
right.
Yeah, didn't say it, and he had given a bad stumping as well, which it's not. That wasn't too bad compared to this one.
Clearly.
So he's some full-blown decrepit. He's basically was more or less a cripple of some sort or something like that.
He'd fallen asleep at the stumps.
Okay.
Oh man.
That was, that was worse than the white call, I reckon.
Yeah, sounds like it.
He had dementia.
Yeah, definitely.
But good on the bowler for asking the question.
Yeah. All right. Well, we better stop for a quick break. Just bear with us 1 minute.
Hey, did you hear about Kevin?
No.
He's in Australia too.
Spreading himself a bit thin.
Yeah. Everyone wants a slice of Kevin.
Premium New Zealand beef. Jack Links, beef up your snack life.
Hi, I'm Ronnie O'Sullivan, and this is 365 Days of Sport.
So he played the first song that came to his head. It just so happened to be. It was the worst song in the world. It was the worst song in the world. Listen to the song and it's clear you're a monk because the words don't fit and the song is shit. You're a talentless tit. You suck!
Oh, when the worlds of sport and music collide, it normally ends in, well, let's say pain. We've gone national anthems again this week, and I've just done this to wind Rob up because he is going to go absolutely mental. But first, we're going to do this one from... Oh, no, don't worry,
We can
Rob.
see him. We can see him going mental now.
Tonight.
Do it, Beef. Do it.
Well, the first one
I'll time it.
The first one's from America. We're going to take just this as a taster.
Please rise for our national anthem.
Open up the safe, bitches got a lot to say.
That was at Donald Trump's inauguration.
Oh my god!
What gets me is, why was that on the playlist? They shouldn't play that in the stadium before the game, and it shouldn't. It's just yeah. Imagine that.
But who's allowing it? Like someone has to
Exactly.
actually know. Like That's mental.
Yeah.
Should we have a mental person perform? No, probably not. Like have someone that is a functioning being, fully fledged, not some fucking.
So that's America.
Beefy, I promise you, Rob will not get fired up tonight.
Well, you just wait,
it?
Gav. You just wait, because we have got this one. You are going to be bitterly offended.
No! Stop it.
Oh, no, that's not how it goes.
The words or the lyrics or the melody or the tune.
Just wait.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, Crystal Collins with the national anthems of both of our teams this afternoon.
Well, that would have to just about go down as the worst rendition I've ever heard of the New Zealand national anthem at a sporting event.
Just call it straight.
Apparently, there was no New Zealanders in America at all.
That doesn't get me angry. That's hilarious. It's when it's intentionally like that 5 seconds of hip hop for that, if that was going to be an anthem for the national anthem, that drives me mental. But not like someone who's genuinely, honestly butchered something.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to look at the lack of preparation. And question the process there. But no, I love a good blowout. A good blowout. It's fantastic.
She wasn't singing the New Zealand national anthem. That's called God Defend New Zealand. She was singing God Defend Humanity. That was
I get the feeling she did just make up the Maori version as she went along as well. Just I read this.
It sort of came back towards the end. At the start was all a shambles, and she's kind of found her way back for a while. But then she had to start the English version, and then went downhill all over again. So she made the same mistakes twice at the start, and then really came back. Didn't come back at the end though. On the English version.
No. So that was England versus the Kiwis in Denver a couple of years ago. So Crystal Collins was the name of the lady that did that national anthem, or attempted it anyway.
What were they doing playing over there?
They just
destroying the national anthem,
spread the word of rugby league.
Just for a laugh.
Yeah. I think it was when they announced that the US had got the 2025 World Cup. I think they played a game over there to kind of, get everyone psyched up.
Oh, wow. They're playing it in the US, are they?
In 2025, the Rugby League World Cup, yeah. So I think it'll go down quite well. They'll love it. They'll love it over there.
I've just checked the internets, and there's video of her. Here's Crystal Collins apologizing.
Oh, I should have found that earlier.
Did she say? Did she forgot the words, or she forgot the melody, or she walk off thinking, "Oh, nailed that," and then everyone just like, "Oh, that." I'm not even
going to click on this video to watch it because she'll probably get the apology wrong.
Okay.
Get it in the wrong order.
Yeah.
Well, it's a thought that counts, isn't it?
It definitely is. Sometimes it's not, but at least she turned up.
She gave it a go.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
and there wasn't.
Yeah.
sorry, I've just flicked to a break by accident.
Would you eat meat to survive?
Oh, bro, who'd eat a cow?
Premium New Zealand beef. Jack Links, beef up your snack life.
Bit like Crystal Collins, 100% New Zealand beef.
Yeah, but you know that you've performed well when the comments afterwards criticising you. Well, at least you turned up.
Yes.
Yeah, that means that's really clutching the straws when you're saying I don't know. Has anyone ever said to that after you come for an on stage for an open mic or something, and then someone after says, "Well, at least you turned up." Have you had that before?
Yeah, I got it for the cricket awards ceremony.
At least you turned up.
This was actually a couple of months ago. It wasn't even too long ago. We were having this umpires awards night, and the guest speaker had pulled out, and they thought it'd be a good idea to get me to do 10 minutes of comedy.
Oh, right.
to a bunch of 60-year-olds. So
Yeah,
there's only so much I can do without offending someone. And I did a Catholic priest joke and got them all offside.
As the opening joke.
No, in the middle of the set, but yeah, I couldn't get them back after that. And that was the comment that, you did well with a day's notice. And when they start telling you stuff like that, you know.
I'll never forget watching one of those Comedy Raw things. And this big sort of quite chunky guy with I don't know, what sort of a northern-ish English accent. And he was all sort of muscles and tattoos and stuff. And he wandered on there and he proceeded to then sort of insult the judges and say, well, the judges' comments, he didn't care about them or something in a derogatory manner. And he's getting no laughs and he's just pretty ordinary. And while he's at his lowest ebb and dying, he then decides to pull out a rape joke. And you've never seen someone.
That sounds like Alex Gross.
It was one of the biggest deaths I've ever seen on stage. It was just moronic. Yeah. Great.
Hail Mary. Let's go for the Hail Mary after we're dead.
So he definitely would have got the "at least you turned up" sort of comment. Yeah. But,
no, at least you went home and left.
At least you found your way there. All right. Do you want to do a quiz? We might as well. What we're doing.
Yeah, this is Rod Higgins, and this is 365 Days of Sport.
Oh, I thought you had some.
What do you mean?
So thing you've fused. You've done a fusion.
I've merged the two. So all you guys have got to do is you've got to guess the fake person in this whole quiz. Every question, there's 12 questions. Just write down your answers because I'll reveal the answers a little bit later on. So question one between all of you guys, American footballers. Who is the fake one? Is it Chuck Long from the Detroit Lions, Art Holes from Penn State University, Luscious Pussy from Eastern Illinois, or Randy Bullock of the Cincinnati Bengals?
I had a heart attack. I thought, fuck, I hadn't prepared anything. I haven't prepared anything for this.
You don't have to prepare anything. I've done it all for you, Gav.
I either definitely know this or Beefy's pulled out one of the greatest tricks in the history of trickiness.
Yeah. So, right then, we'll go through the answers after this. We'll rip through. So, you guys all right?
Yep.
Question 2. Stadiums from around the world. Is it the KFC Yum Arena, home to the Louisville Cardinals basketball team, the Viagra Dome in Indianapolis, the University of Indiana's basketball, lacrosse, and ice hockey teams, the Arnold Schwarzenegger Stadium, home of Stern Graz and Grazer AK, or Middelfart Stadium, home of Middelfart, G and BK, the soccer and handball teams? Viagra Dome. Looking lovely. All right, Speedway Riders. Oh, we got Australian, Dakota North. Swede, Burnt Person. Polish, Peter Piper, or Pieter Piper. Or from Estonia, From Estonia, Rene Aas. Or Runny Aas. Is it Dakota North, Burnt Person, Peter Piper, or Rene Aas? One of those is fake. The other three are real, don't forget. All right, question 4. The USA college team nicknames. Is it University of Scottsdale Community College Fighting Artichokes, the Long Beach State University Dirtbags, Eastern Nevada State University Ninja Chickens, or the University of California Santa Cruz Banana Slugs? Is it the Fighting Artichokes, the Dirtbags, the Ninja Chickens, or the Banana Slugs? Question 5. What a bunch of dicks. Is it Oakland A's pitcher Dick Cave? Is it Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Dick Shiner, NASCAR legend Dick Trickle, or Baltimore Cardinals Dick Felt? Dick Cave, Dick Shiner, Dick Felt, or Dick Trickle? Question 6. Minor league baseball teams. Is it the Traverse City Beach Bums, the Montgomery Biscuits in Alabama? Go Alabama. Myrtle Beach Mermen from South Carolina, or the Rocket City Trash Pandas from Missouri? Myrtle Beach, Beach Bums, the Traverse City Beach Bums, the Rocket City Trash Pandas, or Montgomery Biscuits? Question 7. Doped up cricketers. Spot the fake one. Is it Keegan Meth from Zimbabwe, Tim Hemp from Bermuda, Floyd Reefer from the West Indies, or Ricardo Doobie from Barbados? Oh, Trinidad and Tobago, not Barbados, sorry. Apologies to the Doobie family. So is it Ricardo Doobie, Keegan Meth, Tim Hemp, or Floyd Reefer? 3 of those are real.
You've done really well to camouflage the look of the names, Beef.
Stadiums. Is it? One of these is fake. The University of South Alabama playing at Stanky Field. Lewis FC playing at the Dripping Pan. St. Livingston FC, the Tony Macaroni Arena, or Chippenham Town FC, who play at the Dairy. Is it Stanky Field, the Dripping Pan, Tony Macaroni Arena, or the Dairy? Olympic athletes. 3 of these are real, 1 is fake. Is it English Gardner, Destiny Hooker, Martha Farquhar, or Yoshi Take a Shitter? Is it English Gardner, Destiny Hooker, Martha Farquhar, or Yoshi Take a Shitter? 3 of those are real, 1 of them isn't. All right, question 10. More Olympic athletes coming at you. Eventually. Oh, Meow Meow, Australian table tennis legend. Wang Lekin, Chinese table tennis legend. Come Now Son, Korean diving champion. Or is it Dong Dong, the trampolinist from China? Come Now Son from Korea. Meow Meow, Australia. Dong Dong from China. Or Wang Lekin from China. Finger licking good. All right, number 11. Athletes with stupid names. Not that question 10 wasn't. This is, number 1 is Gaylord Silly, Seychelles middle distance runner. Alison Speed, Maltese sprinting champion. Will Barrow from the University of Tulsa, or Chubby Cox from, well, I played in the NBA. Will Barrow, Gaylord Silly, Chubby Cox, or Alison Speed? And your final question in Sporting Gladiators this week, more athletes with even more stupid names. We have Bongo Christ, Elvis Parsley, Danger Fourpence, or Kennedy Umbongo. Kennedy Umbongo, part of the Kenyan Sevens team. Danger Fourpence, who did Danger Fourpence play for? Zimbabwean defender who plays for the Kiglon Bird FC in Zimbabwe. Elvis Parsley, super featherweight boxer whose professional record stands at 14 wins, 11 losses with 11 knockouts. And Bongo Christ, the Congolese professional footballer who plays as striker, born in Zaire, but has 4 Congo international caps. 3 of those are real, One isn't. All righty. Here's the answers for you. American footballers. Do I have to? What do I have to do?
I had Chuck Long
first.
Chuck Long's real.
Yeah. Oh, he's real.
Randy Bullock is real.
Yep.
We should surely say our answers first.
Luscious Pussy is real.
Artholes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Surely, Beef, can I just say something? We should probably say our answers first, so that they're before you review.
Yeah. I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Happy with that. I think you would have got that one, Rob. Artholes.
I did because that's the name I invented on the
you
show.
did.
So.
Yeah.
But without the S.
Here we go. Stadiums, people. Which one is the fake one?
I went for Viagra Dome.
Viagra.
Oh, good work.
Viagra Dome.
Good work, people.
Yeah.
All correct. Yes, 2 from 2.
KFC Yum Arena. And Arnie. Arnie has a stadium named after him in Austria. Viagra Dome.
Yes.
All right. Here's the Speedway riders for you.
I went for Piotr Piper.
Peter Piper.
Yeah.
Poiter Pooper for me.
I went for Dakota North, actually.
Dakota North. He's actually Australian. And I can't believe nobody said Runny Ass.
That was the other one I was going for.
Yeah. Runny Ass is from Estonia. Burnt Person we've had before, Rob, I think.
Yeah.
And Peter Piper is the made-up Polish man.
Yes.
Yeah.
3 from 3.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. US college team nicknames. Oh, I've pressed go. Who have you got, people?
Me. Dirtbags.
I've gone Dirtbags as well.
Yeah, Dirtbags.
No, Dirtbags is real. The Ninja Chickens is the
Chickens.
fake
What?
one. Yeah, Eastern Nevada. All right. Okay. Dicks, people. Dicks.
Trickle.
I
For
put
me.
Dick Trickle.
Brad.
Kev. I had
But I
Kev.
think...
Dick Trickle is, I can tell you now, Dick Trickle is very real. NASCAR
Yeah.
legend.
Dick Cave was my second one.
It is
Impressive,
Dick Cave.
Beefy.
Dick Cave is the fake, yes.
Did you put this together? This is a
course I
great
did.
little animation.
Yeah. Minor league baseball teams. Which one's the fake one?
Big Beach Merman for me.
I went the Biscuits.
I went the Trash Panda.
Well, the Trash
Trash
Pandas,
Pan is a very
they're
famous.
very
on the show.
real. Yeah, on our show, they are very real.
Every second episode.
If you've ever seen Eastbound and Down, you will know that the Myrtle Beach Mermen is the made-up team.
Oh, that was the next one.
Yeah, because they feature in that show.
3 from
All right.
6.
Doped up cricketers.
Same.
Barath, you should get this, I reckon. Who do we think?
Yeah, look, Hemp and Floyd Reefer are definitely cricketers.
But that's
Harris
Chris
also-
Gale.
Where?
No,
That's
Floyd
Floyd.
Reefer is West
You got a
Indies.
picture. You got a picture of Chris Gale for Floyd Reefer.
I don't think I have I? I'll have to check because we've got people in the way. So who are we guessing?
Oh, I went for
Doobie. I'm Dick Doobie.
Rob?
I put Reefer because there's Chris Gale in there.
No, Reefer is definitely a player.
Yeah, Reefer is definitely real. Tim
I
Hemp.
would have
real
gone
as
Doobie then.
Yeah,
Tim
Hemp is real.
Yeah, Keegan Meth
I went for Meth.
is also real. He's in
Yeah.
I'll have to check that picture, Rob. I think that is Floyd Reefer. I don't think it is Chris Gale. I think they just look similar.
Yeah.
Left-handed bat even, huh?
Yeah, even
Yep.
that. All right, stadiums. Who we got?
Tony Macaroni
Reefer.
Arena.
Tony
Floyd
Macaroni.
Reefer. Tony Macaroni.
It's hilarious. The Tony Macaroni Arena is very real. Do you know what they call it? The Spaghetti Had.
That is awesome.
The Spaghetti Had, because Tony Macaroni is real. The fake one is Chippenham Town FC, the dairy. That's totally made up. But I like to point out, you see the bloke standing on top of the hill at Lewis? Look at that. He's
Is
just
that
getting
you?
free. It's just free football. Because there's a hill. It's tremendous. I love that. I love it. Fun bloke. Yeah, the dairy. That's the fake one. All right.
Score check soon. Score check soon before the end.
Yeah, I haven't written them down. All right, Olympic athletes.
I'm on 3.
Rob should get this one.
3?
Really?
Yeah.
You started 3 from 3, Rob.
Yeah, and I've got all the rest wrong.
Is that a?
I got Martha Farquhar. Martha Farquhar.
I'm on 3 as well. I'm on
Yeah.
3 as well.
It's Martha Farquhar. I made up Martha Farquhar.
Rob did.
Yeah.
Did you have Martha Farquhar as well, Breath? Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
We can skip through that.
Remember, Rob? It's a black
Look at
and white photo.
How good's the
At circle.
picture?
Great picture. Yeah, I like that. That's about right for me.
I actually wrote down as a description, 40s champ and the godmother of US table tennis.
In my description, she was part of the volleyball team, I think.
Yeah,
US volleyball team.
More Olympic athletes. Who is the made-up one?
I'm going to get this wrong.
I just
Wang
realised
Lickens.
it's going to be the diver.
I went come now, son.
But I put meow meow.
Oh, meow meow.
But I should have put that one.
Yeah. Because meow meow and dong dong and wang licking, they're all real. Come now, son. Is the Korean made up one. All right, athletes with stupid names. Will Barrow, Gaylord Silly, Chubby Cox, or Alison Speed. Which one's made up?
Gaylord Silly, surely.
Alison Speed for me.
I went Will Barrow.
Will Barrow. Well, it is Alice on Speed. The sprinter is the one made up because, as we all know, Chubby Cox is Kobe Bryant's uncle. Gaylord Silly is a Seychelles middle distance runner, and Will Barrow did actually play for the University of Tulsa, and he's also now in jail.
You see, if your surname's Silly, then to choose Gaylord as that's
how
really,
good are the parents? The parents are the best.
Yeah. They're from the Seychelles. There's nothing else to do.
Maybe it will go full circle because we'll be so inclusive and the homosexual community will be such a cool thing to be. Gaylord's going to make a comeback.
I think it might.
And Silly sells seashells by the seashore.
Quite good for you, Gav, that. All right, the last one in the quiz. More athletes with stupid names. Kennedy Umbongo. Umbongo, drink it in the Congo. Danger Fourpence. Elvis Presley or Bongo Christ.
Danger
Elvis
Fourpence.
Presley for me.
I mean, Danger
I went
Fourpence.
Umbongo.
It is Kennedy Umbongo from Kenya.
Umbongo.
He doesn't exist. Danger Fourpence, Elvis Presley, and Bongo Christ. They all exist. So there he is,
And
Kennedy
6.
Umbongo.
Yeah, I got 6.
I got
6
4.
out of 12.
Oh,
Rob.
Same.
Rob.
I was going to do this.
Dash.
The winner is...
There is no winner. It's a tie between Barath and Beefy's COVID enabler.
You know
Well
what
done, lads.
tiebreaker? General knowledge question.
Where's that from?
How long
Do we
are
know?
These stings? Winner is Sydney. These
Sydney.
stings take bloody 20 minutes.
Tiebreaker question. How many
go.
test wickets did Sir Richard Hadley take at the end of his
Oh,
career?
like that.
325.
3.
At the end of his career would have been 1.
373.
Oh, terrible. Miles off.
354.
Miles off.
415.
417. 417.
None of you got
72.
431.
Oh, there you go.
Yes. I won. Yes.
You didn't. You said 320.
Oh, good quizzing.
LBW.
No, wide. Any sports news we didn't cover in this first ever live movie TV edition of 365 Days of Sport?
Chicken nugget story and a Hitler story. That's all I've got. Nothing to do with sport.
Give us a story, Gav, as long as it's funny.
Yeah, all right.
What a great precursor that is. Don't you love that intro? Yeah. Give us something, Gav, but if it's shit, we'll let you know. Yeah.
LBW. Hitler has made a comeback and is going to high school in America. An 18-year-old has been charged with computer crimes after police say he hacked into a database, and put a quote from Adolf Hitler, I'm doing the Beefy, into a Connecticut high school yearbook. It read, "It is quite a special it is a quiet, special, secret pleasure how the people around us fail to realize what is really happening to them," which is a quote that's attributed to the yearbook from George Floyd. Police said the same student was also responsible for unauthorized yearbook entries, which referred to one of the Boston Marathon bombers and drug use. The teen, who has previously been barred from attending his graduation ceremonies, he faces 2 counts of third-degree computer crime due in court on August the 6th. Wow. The school has said, we deeply regret not having caught the act of bigotry and vandalism before the yearbook was printed. We are examining and will revise our yearbook procedures for collecting and reviewing future student submissions.
Wow!
And next year's yearbook called Mein Kampf is up for review.
Yes, we did. Me and Rob covered the Hitlers in America, and there's still like 200 people with the surname Hitler in the States anyway.
Wow.
They're trying. They're trying.
There is
tough. But there's some guy, which was it, a Kenyan or something, and he didn't know who Adolf Hitler was, and his surname was, and he called his son Adolf Hitler.
Yeah,
he had never heard of it. He intentionally called him that.
I think it was in Namibia.
Yeah,
it's popular because people, they see in some of these countries, because they see them as successful and they want their kids to grow up successful, so they give them really high achievers in their field the same name.
Yeah, because in South America as well, they name their kids after things that they see in the US. One of them is Usnavi, which is US Navy. and Une Doja, which is $1 with a C. But you're right, Gab, that you.
Mind you, I've got to say, I went to university with a girl named Deliverance in Texas, so that just kind of sums it up.
The Welsh do the same thing. They name their kids after, prominent, famous things, except they're usually drunk and they just can't get the spelling right. There's 15 X's, 15 H's, Y's, W's.
Yeah.
Speaking of X's, I saw a Beefy on Facebook today. Some random thing went up said you walk into a room and all your X's are in there. What 3 words do you say? And Beefy wrote, "Where's the gun?"
I thought you were going to say, "Where's the garlic bread?"
Makes even less sense than mine.
Yeah, that would have been pretty out there, yeah. Because they're all vampires or something. Yeah.
Gluten-free. Gluten-free.
Wow. Crazy. Well, I've actually enjoyed this. It's absolutely flown by. Yeah, surprisingly. We should probably do this again, I reckon. Might even be next week if I'm not out of quarantine.
That must have taken a long time doing all that slides. Was that annoying?
All week. He's in quarantine.
Yeah, I've got nothing else to do. I'll be honest with you. When we did the first Melbourne lockdown, we used to rotate quizzes on a Saturday night. That was our thing, and I had prepared that one for another quiz, so I kind of whacked that together for that, and thought I'd double up on it.
No, we appreciate your honesty.
Yeah, exactly.
That well.
Always, I'm always honest. Well, this has been. Oh, look at that! Look at that! That's all, folks. Trumpy, Rob's favorite man. He's coming back. Oh, actually, I posted it in our little Facebook chat about the Donald Trump winning the British Open. He's desperate to get it back at Turnberry, isn't he?
He certainly is.
Yeah.
He'd turn up doing his dance, and he'll be right.
You love that dance, Rob, don't you?
Yeah, it's a great dance.
I think is that going to be an album track for you, Trumpy's dance?
I'll think about it, Beef. It's a great catalyst.
Yeah.
What's happening with the band, Rob? Demon Parade. What's happening? What's the latest?
The Demon Parade. Demon Parade hasn't been functioning for quite some time, Gav.
Well, we didn't want to mention that to you.
We're on long-term hiatus.
I didn't want to mention
there
it
was
to you.
contact recently from the man who runs the group to re-record something from like 12 years ago, which wasn't all that exciting, if I'm honest. So, yeah, no, the Demon Parade's a long-term hiatus. Yeah, no, I'm working on my own. You're not keeping up, Gavin. I've written a whole album during lockdown. Rob Lockdown album. Yeah.
What is it? What's your band name? What's your artist name?
It's just going to be me. Yeah.
That's it. It's just going to be me. That's the name of the band.
I'm taking on all the woke flat out. It's going to be called Rabid Vapid Victim.
Hip hop album, obviously.
That's what we need. That's what we need.
Rap.
It's incredibly angry, is what it is.
Yeah. Well, fellas, we're going to wrap it up here because we can't keep going on and on. As much as I've enjoyed it, we've come to the end of the. It's gone for an hour, so that's absolutely brilliant. Got to thank Casual Rob Bryce. Good to see you back in effect. And after last week's COVID scare, I hope you've been tested.
I've had 4 tests now, I think.
Good. That's it. That's what I want to hear.
Had none.
You've had none. What have you been doing? You're not getting out, Gav.
Exactly. I had my second jab on Saturday. I'm good in 2 weeks. I'm 96%
Asian. Oh. Yeah. We've got to thank the Umpire Strikes Back, Barath Rayo. Absolutely brilliant. Thanks for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Pleasure.
And the Ginger Ninja himself, all the way from Kensington, West Melbourne. Gavin Ingham. Not of the chicken variety.
Unfortunately.
I'm going to play this ad because this is how we're going to go out.
Hey there, Beefy.
Hey, Rob.
Do you have nothing to do all the time?
Yes, I've got nothing to do all the time, Rob.
Well, guess what? I've found something that you can do with your nothing time.
What's that, Rob?
Listen to a great podcast called 365 Days of Sport.
Right.
It stars you and me.
Oh, wow.
So, other people can listen to it besides the people who are on it.
Yeah.
If you want.
Get it wherever you get your podcast from. We're on Spotify too. 365 Days of Sport. It's the podcast you never knew you wanted.
Oh, I'll fill that in.
Who was that at the end?
That was me, I think.
Right at the end. That just sounded like some English prat.
Yeah, I don't know why it stopped at the end. I'll have to sort that out.